I'm
That's all I
I'm
can.
recording this in any case.
I don't know whether I'm giving you the assignment content or authority to act.
Okay, all right.
Fire.
Then I'm gonna stop recording it then.
And to Zoom, not you. You've got nice
I'm gonna
on
stop
Zoom.
recording then. Am I gonna am I gonna record?
To record or not to record? I'm not a judge, I'm a recorder. Because I pressed record.
So then we shall record.
Don't really care, to be honest. It
Because
is a,
even I am a recorder.
none of it's got any consequence. It's got no substance
I
to it
know.
anyway. Even if they record it, I'm using AI.
Even if they recorded,
Fancy I'm
we
using AI.
still got our own recording of the recording. I've already sent it to 1549. The 26 fucking phone calls that we had. It's already been sent.
Have you
It's
recorded
all
that?
going to be meshed up and nicely portrayed to the system as to what the fuck they think that they're doing with a secured party.
Yeah, because they know that on there we're not. You didn't get connection, but this is what you get instead. This is gross misrepresentation on behalf of the trespassers on the bandwidths that our telephones have been coerced into being connected to. I'm just glad I didn't have to use any legal title to do it with.
I think that's fast.
That's the best
That's
bit.
way past. That's way past. That's like you can't even fucking get us if you wanted to anymore.
That's
It's
free,
like,
that. That's
nah.
free. Never mind dumb. It's just free of being dumb. Because why would you, if there's a way through this illusion by not using a fictional title that don't belong to you, why wouldn't you make one that did? I made my own fiction. This is for your. Oh no, you can't do that. You've got to share the one that we all share. Oh, we're gonna coerce you to use titles that are ours instead. So I think that's a bit contemptuous by anybody's standards, if you ask me. So I don't think I've laughed that much for so long. It's very good to laugh. So you got tears running down your face like that. So that was at least they gave us that. Did he send him the mad laughing one about shit in the bed? Did he send him that? They need to put that up
I've,
because that
I've
would
sent
just make
him
it.
all of it. What
Oh,
it's going to be is it's going to be connected all of them into one nice
laughing,
video.
one nice laughing, tears rolling
One
down.
nice one nice fucking laugh. That's what
That's
it's going to be.
that's what you need to be able to do. In
Mm-hmm.
the middle of this is laugh like that
And
because
that's going to be up on whichever fucking social
whichever
media fucking
platform it is
channel I
that we
fucking
don't get
choose to
kicked
put
out
it on.
that lets you put it on. Oh dear, I was
You
thinking
don't
about.
worry, love.
Oh,
You
eh?
just you just be fucking as free as you want. Okay?
I'm
This
I'm
this
hands free.
system gonna get a hurt real bad.
It was I was saying to 009 that it's like we've gone round on this massive rickety roller coaster, right, which is the framework of this fiction that's like built up of matchsticks. And as we went round, they demolished the track behind them because of all the charges that they laid. And so now we've come to the end of the track, right at the top of the highest point of the first downhill plummet at I don't know what degree angle that is. 0 point. And there's no track this time. And so they're all running around trying to fix their track to keep themselves going. And they can only go 14 days at a time at the minute. And that's going to go down to 1. And then that's going to disintegrate as well. So it's all good. It's very good. Might grow some wings and fly instead now. Are you there? Have you gone again? Flipping heck. Are you there?
Hello, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
of
thought
course I'm here. I just fucking muted myself because I wanted you to talk. But
Oh,
all I'm saying is that, yeah, yeah,
what grow
exactly.
some wings? Grow some wings and fly. You sure you were in the
No, but
room? You didn't
but I
realize.
don't think we can
Yeah,
grow some
in the
wings
room.
and fly. I
Yeah,
don't think
why
we're
didn't
made to grow any wings, really.
don't you?
No.
I've seen. Don't forget, I've been through that.
I
I've been
think
through.
we will fly without the fucking wings, is what I think.
I've
I
been
don't
through
think we
the.
need wings to fly. I
I've
think
seen the.
we need, what do you say? What do you say we need? We need
Um,
to be
mine.
lighter than the fucking air to fly, isn't it?
Well, I think we already are. Aren't we? If we're flying at the speed of light before our particles
There
contact
you go. There you go.
matter.
We're already there. We're already
Yeah,
there.
but I would like to fly my physical 3D body about with a pair of wings. You what? I wake up in the morning.
Listen, love. I think you're trying to break the law.
Why just the law of what? Exactly. What law is that? I
I
haven't done
have no
anything.
idea
I've
because I
done.
don't think it's any law that says we can't fly. I
Can you
think we
spell?
can.
Could you spell law, please? Could you spell it?
I don't think I can. It's undefinable, bro.
Yep. And it's definitely not IT.
Yeah, I think it's undefinable. Where
And it,
we mere mortals, we just could not define the law because we are off the law.
how could we ever begin to get so above ourselves that we thought we could define
Seriously.
the
Yeah,
law?
exactly.
So
Exactly.
how about that for psychotic? So I was talking to my friend. I was talking to my friend earlier on, and they were saying about what they were doing in the Lebanon place, and we were saying about them moving these boundaries about and stuff. And she said, "Oh, I wonder why it's all started from there." She said, "I wonder what they're all fighting about." So I just looked at her. I said, "It's because of what the name of their imaginary friend is." And you just saw the penny drop in her head, honey. And she just said, that's all it's about, isn't it? And I said, well, because one's calling him Mohammed and the other one calls him something else. They think that that's a reason to go to war for, which is the epitome of psychosis. So I said, but what's happening now is that it's all just coming about that it was all the governments that are being occupied by this mindset that they've had to give all of the tax, the duty and the excise. India is the first one to make the move, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
discharge the excise duty because really
Mm-hmm.
it's been the governments have been robbing the people blind, pretending that there's been a
Mm-hmm.
war and they can't use that anymore as a as a as a as a fake claim that that's why energy bills are skyrocketing. Nothing to do with us collecting the profits from pretending to kill each other and or killing you if you don't agree with it. Or doing a damn good job. How dare you disagree with our hypothesis? I'm going to put you in a little cell now and shut the door until you scream that you agree with me, that you are going to contract with me, or I'm going to do this to you. How about that for psychotic?
Mm-hmm.
And then what are you going to do then? So let's say that somebody did do that. Even then, right, what have they got? They've got nothing, because the contract that they coerce them into is found to be null and void because of the conditions. So now it really is a matter of having the restored all that. It's good. We can see that they're having to ask these questions themselves now. And to have the judge turn around to the people and say to the claimant, where's the contract? And we're just like, oh, well, our job is done now. We don't, because that's all we were having to come to the court because there wasn't one. So thank you very much. Go and plant some fucking vegetables now. Finally. Where's your contract? 6 foot down with a potato sticking out of its head.
So
Potatoes.
So 11689 tells
Mm.
me, it's like, man, we were all like, you know, completely standing on the truth. But then how long would we keep doing this? I'm like, it's the end. It's the
It's,
end
it's the beginning. It's the end of the end, but the beginning of the beginning.
of the end.
Of the beginning. That was just the beginning bit. That was the end of
Yeah.
the beginning, the bit that we've
But the
begun.
only thing is, we need to explain it to them depending on what level of explanation we need to give.
No, we don't. They
That's
can
it.
work it out themselves. They don't need to do anything now. They can. These people. This is what we exemplified: is that these people who have had no legal advice, they've filled out their forms and with the support of the Universal Law Community Trust. So what obviously is in there and dissolves the case because it simply asks, how the fuck has it got this far? Is this not an abusive process? Because there's no contract. And an abusive process now, anybody abusing the process can go to prison for a whole life sentence because that's now restored as the equivalent of gross misconduct in the public office. And that's why it was really important to get that out. Even though we didn't say much on that Zoom, that bit about the fact that they openly admitted that couldn't do as before under gross misconduct in public office because we weren't working for the public. We were working for a private employee. Well, here you go now, some employment law. And where's the contract for that? Oh, we're all employees of the Crown Corporation. Might need to have a little look at that contract. Turns out, do actually have to have one for all of this to have any value to it. And just that simple question meant that these people who are not, they've not been on loads of training courses or learnt the law or paid £7,000 for a solicitor or had to even go down the avenue of getting help with the fees or use any of the national insurance account. They just went with a bit of Minister Emma Venn support and they simply made the judge ask the question, where's the contract? So I know that it's done because of the people that can go in now and just, you don't need to say anything, mate. Just go put the papers on the desk and sit back and get your popcorn out. And that's it.
I feel
So,
I feel like either I feel like the Grinch or I feel like the devil to the system
yeah,
after having done that.
I was going to run. I went to run a bath, but we haven't got any hot water. We've got a temperamental boiler, not for any other reason. And I just thought there was a dispatches program on about where did it all go wrong for Keir Starmer, and I thought we've got to cut the guy some slack, right? Because he's been groomed. That thought came in my head, and so you know, he's a victim. All of us are. All of us have been victims. It's where at what point do we say okay? We're all we've all been victims of a grooming gang, but it doesn't mean that we have to continue to act in the victim's mindset where we've got a bit of what do you call it, Stockholm syndrome, and a bit of Munchausen thrown in there as well into the mix. You don't have to carry on being a victim just because you were one. So, and that's where it all went wrong for Starmer, because he carried on behaving as a victim of being groomed. So, but we did need somebody who was trained in the law and who was responsible for bringing it all to the opposite. I mean, can you imagine? Here I am. I'm Keir Starmer, Chief Public Prosecutions, and I don't do anything about the EU legislation and the Treaty of Nice. Don't do anything. I just go, yeah, that's great. Let's just prosecute everybody and make them disprove the claim that couldn't be proved without these people actually acknowledging it.
Yeah, I absolutely cannot imagine that. It'd be ludicrous to imagine that.
Can you imagine what kind of non-conviction it is that you must have to then turn around after you've spent all those years lining your pockets, and then turn around and say, yeah, all of that was wrong, we shouldn't have done that, and blame everybody else for it.
Yeah, because unfortunately, whatever they think is, the public wants this, so we give them that, even though we indoctrinate the public to tell us to give them whatever we want.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, more or less. In a nutshell.
Yeah, literally, meaning it's just such a fucking insane. You carry on. I have nothing to say anymore.
Well, you rang me up and you pestered me for an hour to try to get on the phone. So you need to do some talking, because I've practiced doing zero, but it's so long now. It's so easy.
I said, listen. I have absolutely no fucking talking to do. If you have no talking to do, I have no talking to do.
Oh, we're not talking to do.
We can talk off record, but on record, I don't think we have anything to talk about.
Well, apart from, do they need a parachute when they get, we push them off that
I
bit
don't
then?
think they have a parachute anymore.
I just,
They might have a poop chute, but they don't have a parachute.
We're getting up early. We're getting up early, that's for sure.
They're going to be shitting on themselves right about now.
It is absolutely estupendamente the thing that's happened in all different Babylonian bollock languages. I can't think of a better word than estupendamente.
You need to explain that a bit.
Estupendamente, it means really great, kind of spectacular in in Spanish, I think it is, or Latin or something, Babylonian. And when you say it with the phonetic gears, with your Celtic Phoenicians going, you've got stupid mente. You're running around going, wow, that's estupendamente. You think you're saying that's stupendous.
Yes, and in French it would be, ah, I am stupid, yes, maybe.
Stupid, more like. Stupid in the mente.
Oh, Macron, please come, Macron. The weather is very nice outside. Maybe I am stupid, yes.
Maybe I am estupendamente. Yeah. Yes, love, you're right. You are mentally stupid, especially. Mental stupidity is especially the tea of mine.
That's why we call them what? Dead Vatican dead slaves. Yeah.
I was talking about myself.
We by the way, when you created this whole structure, or
But you'd
whoever
be
created
putting
the
that on
fucking
me.
structure,
You'd be
created
putting
it
that.
absolutely fucking correctly.
Well, it just mirrored the bullshit that was going on and reversed it. It was quite easy, really. So I'm told. She's quite humble. Really. Some people might dispute that, but we've still got to get them to prove it. But
Which they will never be able to fucking prove.
it's so funny
So,
because they're like, oh, you're going to have to live like you. Oh, what's that like? Didn't I? Didn't I work? They came to see me laid on a beach with my chicken and said, come on, let's do this. Okay. And I
someone
say,
someone told me once that I would have to go and live in the jungle if I didn't agree with societal rules.
yeah,
And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I think all of us should.
go to the mountain. They said to me, I'm on the fucking mountain, Malacca. I see you.
Mm-hmm. Because there ain't nothing above the mountain but for the sky.
And it depends, actually, which way you look at it. I'm
Yeah, but
trying,
they
I'm
aren't
trying to
looking at
flip
you.
Google Earth upside down. Do you know I had to make a box, right? A three-dimensional box out of a piece of paper in art class. And have I told you this?
Mm-hmm.
And
No, I don't think you told me this yet.
I drew a circle and colored it in like it was bits of green and blue, and it looked like Earth. And then I squared it, so I drew it onto this little it's like an S shape that you make, and when you cut it out and fold it over, it makes a three-dimensional square. So I showed him, yeah, how the Earth had four corners if you bent it like that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Think about that quite a lot because I was only young then.
Yeah, but the only
Um,
thing is, people don't comprehend the simplicity of fucking life. So how
I
do
mean,
you expect people to comprehend what simple you're doing when they think you're fucking the most complex being on the fucking planet?
no, I'm not. I'm simple.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But they're thinking you're complex
no,
because you're simple. You're trying to make their life simple, but they're complex. And
very
they don't fucking know what simple is. That's
complex
the whole fucking
individual.
point.
Quantum computers work very simply, and so it's just understanding the algorithms of your mind and
Yeah, but who the fuck? has a fucking mind anymore. The algorithm is way beyond.
I'll never say I'm bored of laying on the beach again, ever, out loud. The universe is like, okay, you do. Get up.
Listen,
So,
if you're not, whatever plans you have planned, you plan.
I don't have any plan. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing
And if you
zero.
don't have any plan, the only plan is that we get you to a place inclusive of your co-creation
I'm not being trafficked
to
anyway.
I know you're not being trafficked, but
No,
but let's say if universal law community trust and its secured parties came with no borders to come and take its asset and its assets that you say are its assets to come and just fucking enjoy your whole fucking life.
yeah, but this is where you've
What is
got
the system gonna say?
you used to connect that bit, right? So asset belongs to the definition of secured party, UCC, commerce,
But it's
business.
all dissolved.
Exactly. So well, it's not about asset, and this is where you can fall back into the trap, and that's why it's got to be done in a very. I'm going to be bringing with me some rather substantial bits of marble. That's what I've done this exchange for. Is
Mm-hmm.
is that all false claims, including those that England made on those Elgin marbles, is returned and reversed, and they give them back to wherever it is that they took them from, and want the heads off them as well. Fancy chopping their heads off, decapitating the gods.
They have no gods.
Listen, them rocks are mine.
They have no
I think she's.
fucking gods,
I feel like
love.
Donald Trump. I'm on about. I know they haven't got any gods, but it's godless, right? That there are works of.
This is a
It's
fucking abomination, is what it is.
talking about what somebody's created, right? And worked into out of stone and to express. It was the freedom and the right of expression.
Yeah, but
And
something that is petrified cannot be fucking fluid.
it can.
How? In
Evolve
okay,
it.
I get you, I get you, I get
How
you.
many how many bazookas have you had tonight?
How many bazookas have I had tonight?
Bazooka drinks.
How many bazookas? I am a fucking bazooka, love.
Bazooka. So,
Whatever it be, it all makes sense because of the fucking war. I am it.
yeah. You're it. Ding, 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 ding.
And then we choose to end it.
And fish. In the beginning, there was fish, and in the end, it was fish.
Which is the reason I love you, love.
Well,
Which
because
is
we're bonkers.
because we're absolutely fucking bonkers. And
Right.
everyone else assumes that they're fucking sane.
I know, but I wonder how many people could sit behind those prison doors and put up with that shit like we've had to. So, And I wonder if
No,
any.
they won't be able to put up with it. What they will do is they will attempt to benefit from it, but not be able to bank their energy in it because it's secured in kindness credits.
They can't bank anything. They haven't got a bank.
They cannot. None of them can. And the only thing is that they think they're going to bank it to be able to make a massive fucking profit, which they're not.
Even
Which they're
even
not.
when they tried to indemnify, they had like another claim going on in the background just for backup in case the other one failed. Even that they had to kick out.
Because there is no backup.
No,
The
that's not.
only
That's
back
not
and the
true.
front and the top and the bottom and the diagonals is all universal law.
I deleted them out of my phone. I had some. I had some pictures from last year of where they sprayed a triangle from the sky and an isosceles, and I just deleted them. We're not having any of that. So I expect to see that reflected in the skies overhead near you, where there's no more of these ridiculous. When you look at them, these planes that are spraying, if you look at them with a pair of binoculars, it flattens the lens, and you can see that they're just like two drones with a missile spraying aerosol out the back of it. And then I got to thinking about the word aerosol, and so it does what it says on the tin, really. It's spraying shit in the air and covering the sol up with it. People putting under their armpits. They know
But
better
you
not
know what?
use that.
But you
Better
know
not
what
use.
we did. But you know
No,
what we did.
I don't know what
Okay,
anybody did.
so I'll tell you what we did with 8, 9, and myself.
Mm.
I made some tensor coils out of copper, and then we put some brass, you know, um, balls on it, which had holes in them, and we put them on his wrist. And then we made a argon energy accumulator and generator and put it on the rock, which was already shining, which was already grounded. And there you got to see a whole freak. Oh, I can't even explain it to you. I have to send you pictures for it. But a massive circle opened up right above where we had placed all of these amazing natural remedies, because it communicates from the ionosphere right down to grounding and right back up to the ionosphere.
I told you about maybe putting a sound into that chemtrail buster I built, and then I videoed it and the high definition video.
Mm-hmm.
I had the purple beam of light coming off it when we played it back. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Beam
it
of
is.
the light.
Exactly. Do
Yeah.
you know what happened? Do you know what happened after
For the
they put
record.
the do you know what happened after they put the pyramid on like I put the pyramid on the rock which already had all the crystals on it. So it would be a perfect uh, conductive medium between the ionosphere and the grounding, which is from the positive to the negative, back to the positive, and balancing the positive and the negative. And
Color
then,
law, that what you just described
and
there.
then, and then what happened? A massive ass fucking circle surrounded just where we were, and everything else was yet massively surrounded by clouds. It's just our circle for some reason, and I have no clue why.
Oh, bioresonance.
Exactly,
No,
but
it's
I
not.
have
It's a
no
different
clue
one.
why. But I have no idea why. Because I don't know the ionosphere, and I don't know the grounding, and I don't know the positive relation to the negative, and how they
No,
combine to be able to
you're like one
create.
to eight now. You're like 1 to 8. 1 to 8 doesn't know anything and it just works.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing.
And
That
that's the trick that he's been teaching us really. Is when you don't know it and it works much better than when you imply that you do.
because we don't know anything in any case, love, just like you
Said that to the
said.
police. Said that to the police. Didn't like it at all. What's your name? I don't know.
We don't know anything. We just
What
observe.
you
So
doing?
when,
I don't know.
just listen to this. When 8, 9, when it's like, man, we're connected to the universe and all of that, and I have no reason not to believe him. Okay, on any of it. So I was like, okay, great. I got someone who contributed towards the the whole tensor coils and the real universe, and got us the materials for it. Got him a couple of bands to wear on his arms, and a organ energy accumulator, and what do you call that? Mm,
Organize.
yeah, an organ energy accumulator and generator. So
Mm-hmm.
the only thing is that I don't think people comprehend that it's taking from the ionosphere, which is the positive, putting it down to the ground, which is negative, and then communicating from the ground to the positive, which is negative to positive, to be able to balance the whole fucking shit.
I thought you were going to say that you didn't know where to plug it in.
Oh, no, no. We ain't plugging it in. We're just plugging it into the fucking ground.
Yeah, I reckon that's why they built those. If you think about, how we can change the atmosphere with pyramids and stuff like that, then it would
Uh-huh.
go, you'd build some really big pyramids, wouldn't you, if you wanted to control the weather?
But you know what's stronger than the pyramids? The
Love.
fucking, the fucking,
Kindness
what do you, no, kindness credits for sure.
and measurement.
And kindness credits gets us to a point where the Triskelion, let's say, the ancient symbol of water, which gets us connected from the ionosphere to the grounding, and the water is just flowing because copper needs actual water flow to be able to be effective. It's actually, we're surrounded by magic, love.
Yeah, it's just all, it's water vapor.
I, 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 I'm just saying, I'm just the observer to all of this. I don't know how the fuck it all functions. I don't give a shit about how the fuck it all functions, but till the time it's functioning for the good, I don't have to worry.
Well,
Until the
like,
time I know how to make it function for the good, I don't need to worry in any case. Neither does
well,
anyone else.
you've done your bit. You've done your bit, and
No, I haven't done my bit. I've
you've
done
done.
my bit in connection to, as an addition, not even an addition. It's just like
It's like a
a,
picture on
co-
a
a
screen.
just complementary to what you've done.
It's just a
You
picture on a
e-
screen, and the pixels. That's
exactly,
what
and
makes it work.
all of us on this side are viewing the same picture. All of us on this side, we might have different versions of it, Whatever makes sense, like universal law, goes and plants itself on the wall that Pax Judaica was trying to portray through a fire, through shadows on that same wall.
Why does NATO spell itself backwards as OTAN, which means from a reflection of its own?
Exactly. Exactly.
What does acronym spell backwards?
Oh, what? What does?
Acronym spell backwards.
Acronym.
I don't care. I had a really amazing dream last night, and I saw it all laid out, and I had the moment where you could just have written it all down, but all my books were full. So I was like,
And here you have a guy who does not write anything. I don't
well
write
done.
anything.
That's
Yeah,
maybe
because that's how the universe intended it to be, right? There has to be someone who does not write anything.
and it's
Because
you.
that someone believes that you don't need to write anything down. Because everything is going to play itself out in any case.
Don't you ever ask me for another document again, ever. You write your own.
I have written my own love,
There you go then. So
but the only thing is
then,
I have written my own just taken from what you have written.
oh, that's
That's
plagiarism.
it. You wrote everything
Don't
already.
be putting that on me, right? You keep
No,
pointing
no,
at
no,
me.
not on you. You, who are you? You're
It's not.
fucking
And I
nobody.
didn't say you. I said me.
You're fucking nobody.
But don't be putting that on me. Everybody trying
No,
to.
you're fucking nobody. So
No,
I'm nobody. So nobody wrote.
nobody did it.
Nobody did it. Nobody did it. But the thing that nobody did had an exemplification on what everyone does.
they I
Because
know that
nobody did it.
one of the girls had said to me, "So we'll call you no name then." And so it was the only name that I answered to for about a week. And she said, "Oh, I feel really awful now for calling you no name." And I said, "Why?" I said, "It's the only one that I've responded to you with."
Yeah.
She said, I said it to try to insult you. I said, I know, but it was like a compliment. I thought, oh, I've got a friend here. She was
Yeah,
trying,
but the only thing is
he's trying to be
people don't
mean.
comprehend. People don't comprehend what a compliment is anymore. I
No,
was like, oh my God, you're speaking the truth, so we must shut you up. Yeah, that's a compliment. Thank you.
they say, they say you know nothing. And oh, thanks.
Exactly. So, 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 just by the way, this was a few months ago where my co-creator, who had born a few
Yeah, go
co-creations,
on.
one of the oldest one said, "Wow, how can you talk to someone like that? You're nobody. You're no one." And I was like, "Great, thank you very much. I am nobody,
And I know nothing.
and I am nothing.
I
I'm
know,
not a thing.
I know I'm no nothing.
I know nothing. I am no thing. Just everything is nothing. Everything is a thing."
You see, prove it.
Yeah. Well, ask the law to prove it, because if everything is a thing, whether it be living or creation of the living,
I'm going
sorry,
down.
it's
I'm going
it's
down.
it's pretty self-evident at that point.
I'm sticking my flag in that dark matter.
Because if
It's a
if it
complete
wasn't created by us who are living and it wasn't logical, then it would be illogical and would not exist.
I don't know about that
Be-
either. I think that's a little bit. I've gone down that avenue myself, I have to say, considering that potential. And I don't know if I can, as there's no connection or loop there. If we say that we're not creating it as well as co-creating it, it's like the dreamer in the dream. And so you're dreaming the dream, but also you're the dreamer as
The
well.
only thing, but also then the only thing is that we don't know what created us. So we only have whatever vision we have of the law and the exemplification of it. That if there wasn't a straight line down to be able to support, like imagine something that is vertical, which supports something that is horizontal.
Yeah, it looks like my helter skelter that I've got. I'm teetering over the edge of. Go on.
It wouldn't be possible. It just would not be possible.
What if I put something on the? If I balance something, if I balance the same amount of.
Vertical, just the vertical and the horizontal wouldn't be possible to be able to put one on top of the other to be able to create a square or a rhombus or any other shape. That's it.
Well, I've done it in my head.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't
the
even
only thing
tried it.
is that if there wasn't a floor and if there wasn't a roof to be able to attach something that was vertical to on the horizontal planes,
So go to
then
another
it
level.
wouldn't
What?
exist.
What if there wasn't any lines to
Because
draw
there
vertically on?
aren't.
Yeah,
Nothing is a fucking line.
no, you said about a line. I say in my mind, I'll tell you what I drew: a line going vertically and a line going horizontally.
Hmm.
And I've got a corner, haven't I?
Of course.
And then if I turn it over, I've got a triangle
Mm-hmm.
or a wigwam.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing.
Do you know what
Because
I
that
saw?
triangle, once you make another triangle on the other side, becomes a rhombus.
I'm not okay, but so that's if I've mirrored it. And that's what these people had done with that face that I was telling you about in the rock in Hades. It's not,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a mirror image half, and
That's
then the
exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like we have one triangle. Let's say we flip it over and then we intersect it.
yeah, where have we got it from though? Where have we got them two lines from is what I want to ask.
Hmm.
Just out of your mouth, out of our mind, we just pick two straight lines and put one on top of the other, and then another line, and you've got them hanging over the edge. Then
Exactly.
there's there's the there's us balancing universal law back into the lines.
Hey, but the only thing is that it's the easiest thing to balance universal law if the
And
intent is correct.
if they do the right thing, I'll throw them a line so that they can
The
slide down.
exact Mundo.
And now we've got a heartbeat.
No, man.
They've not been able. They've been screaming about no growth, no growth, no economic growth. 0.3% growth goes 0.7 back to 0.3. It's not big enough to take a breath. I remember saying this last year. And then,
Hmm.
yeah, it's about, it was like an inhale of, I don't know how many eons long before we let the breath out again. And it,
Do you know what 1549 said to me today?
what,
He said that singing is just like, one long exhale and modulating in that,
Mm.
which is
Mariah
which is
Carey does that.
true.
She can't hold the
Which is
note. If you listen to Mariah Carey, she climbs and she drops like a wobble in her voice. That's why she can hold a note so long. She won't be able. I don't think she'll be able to hold the note
yeah, but imagine if
without
I was
wobbling.
speaking to you like this and then went back down. It's the same thing, right? Depending on how much one has been poisoned vis-a-vis how much one hasn't been poisoned.
Wow.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like, do you go
Two.
high? Do you go low? Do you go stay on equilibrium? Or whether that was the equilibrium, or whether this is the equilibrium, or whatever the.
Yeah. Are you talk waffling on about now?
I don't know. I just fucking waffle.
Talk waffling.
I, I'm a fucking waffle. That's all I
I'm
am.
fucking top waffler, I be. So, tune in next week for some more talk waffling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, oh, when 1539's whole scooter thing happened when he got caught by the traffic police, same thing. Yeah,
What did he
exactly.
sing at 'em?
Fuck yeah, I was telling you about some stuff, and you were like, "What? What are you? What's this waffle you on about?" And then you sent me, and then the trust sent me a document which I could use. He didn't use that, and then he went into a correctional facility from which he did not have to be corrected, and then he
Corrected it.
contracted.
Oh
No,
no.
no, he contracted.
Oh
He,
god.
he contracted,
And
and he
then
got out. But the other ones who were there, having been in there for a false claim that was made up by one of their partners upon one of the guys who were inside for a negligence leading to death of a child that he was actually trying to save from with all natural remedies, which was not allowed by the partner, and therefore we have so many court cases now saying, oh, the partner has taken back the court case that she filed upon her partner.
what you mean she retracted it? She withdrew it.
There you go.
Withdrawing it. All these
True.
people have false claims that soon when the burden of proof is upon them, they soon drop their claims. This
Which
is
is exactly what I've been telling whoever called from the prison that our MOVs are in, saying, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I was like, well, just chill, relax. Just tell them to not contract. That's it.
and then they have to
And
prove
as
the
soon as
claim.
they do not contract, then all of whatever oh my,
And they have to
I
prove
can't
the
even.
claim. It's really simple. Because they don't contract and they don't accept the conditions that are being offered, then obviously that's how it works. The claimant then has to prove the claim. If the defendant doesn't step up and say, well, okay, I'm going to defend this claim instead of leave the obligation and the burden to the claimant to prove their case.
Exactly. And every time I explain that to them, they come back and say, well, what is the trust doing? To which I say, the trust has already done everything. And since
Well,
you are the trust, you just don't contract to any legal title that they are trying to coerce you to join the with to
you just ask
come
them. You
into
just ask
their
them.
court
You just
to
ask them.
Yeah.
Have I got the right of use of that title that you're trying to claim?
Yeah, but love, they have a bit of way to go for that.
That's it?
We
What do you mean?
we already done that. There are plenty people that have doubt yet left on whether they can do that or not.
I know, but
That's why they're disconnecting us.
have you got gross misconduct in public office restored in India?
Not with what Sunita is doing.
No, but okay. To check the restoration of the legal framework.
Okay, so these two guys are inside, which is what I wanted to ask you today as well.
Right.
These two guys are inside, and they're being held hostage for a claim that cannot be substantiated by the partner that put the claim on the one MON. And while the police went to arrest them, they abducted the other MON as well. So
Right. So
there's
you've
two
you've
MONs.
got a
So there's
document
two
called
MONs inside. Sorry,
it's
what?
really simple. You've got a document called reverse charges,
All right.
and you
Whether you want to keep that under non-disc because this is being recorded.
oh,
So
so we'll
whether you
keep it
want
under non-disclosure. They've had it up and
to. Okay. So what we're gonna do is then, because it's been about 8 months since they've been inside and they have
right.
not contracted. I'm just thinking, what would the
I
trust do?
9th of May. I think they'll probably be released. Um. About that time. Between the 7th of April and the 9th of May, I expect them to not be in there anymore because you're going to reverse the charges from the claimants and all of the people who were responsible for fabricating and sustaining an unsubstantiated claim that's been withdrawn.
You know what the most beautiful part is about this whole thing?
What?
That his partner has filed a plaint on him for a negligence leading to death.
Right.
Negligence leading to death is what his partner put on him for a
They're
child
not,
that he was trying to give a natural remedy for, and then the state, for keeping her claim anonymous, went and put the claim itself upon the MONs that are still inside.
oh, so they've lost their lead witness and they've taken it upon themselves to do it.
Oh, no, no, no. She is the
Oh,
one
the
who
state.
claimed. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but if he's withdrawn her claim, you're saying that the state have decided it's in the public interest to continue to prosecute Minister
There
Malone.
you go. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
Exactly.
then, it's the state that need to prove their claim, then, isn't it?
Exactly. Which is why they've been suggested by the trustee at Universal Law Community Trust to not contract with any claim that they're trying to make with a legal title that they don't have the right of use of.
So they've done it then.
Yes, they have, but that is what 3035 is trying to come in the middle of.
Right. And what is she trying to do?
She's trying to say that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and she's the one that's doing everything.
But is she telling them to do anything different to what you told them to do?
Not really. Actually, not at all. She's just asking them to do exactly what I've asked them to do already.
So she's just reinforcing what you said.
Yeah, but in a very different way. which is trying to get people to consent to her version of reality than the actual version of reality.
We've only got our own version of reality. Is that the chart against it? What are you so more about?
Yeah,
Your
but the only thing is that they put a charge on these guys, which is negligence leading to death. How can a corporation put a charge upon someone for negligence leading to death?
after they've been
Especially,
killing everybody since they were 7 years old.
exactly.
Right, so there is your key to undoing all of it.
Exactly
They,
why these guys are just not contracting, because thankfully they're listening to the trust that they have within themselves, which is in accordance to the trust of universal law.
well,
And
I can't see where the problem is now.
there is no problem. The only thing is that 3035 keeps wanting to come in and create a doubt in their minds. That's all
Why,
that it is.
why is she creating doubt in their mind? Who is saying have they said that she's doing that, or is that what you're saying?
She's done all of that. I haven't even said anything.
No,
Those
I'm
guys keep
asking you.
calling.
We're
Those
calling
guys,
you.
let's say those guys keep calling, right? And they keep saying, what is the trust doing? What is the trust doing? What is the trust doing? And to which response is that the trust has already done everything, and all that you need to do is just stand in universal law, not contract with them, and that's the end of it. And then 3035 comes in with all of her unnecessary jargon, which is, oh, we have, because of the IBS issue, we have other MONs to come and take their place. That's never going to happen.
Because
No.
we've got what? ID issues.
Exactly.
What are
So
they?
nobody can go in place for the other in any case, which is what
I don't understand
3035
it.
is
I don't
is
understand ID
propagating.
issues. You need to describe what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
What is an
Sorry, what?
idea issue? Idea
What?
issue.
Okay,
What the
so
fuck is
what these people did was
No,
they
an
took.
idea issue, you said.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't get you.
And you said that there is an idea issue, which is why nobody can go and do a subrogation.
Okay, so what they did was that while the partner of one of the MONs is inside went and made a claim against the partner that when he came and assaulted his partner, which is the co-creator of the
Claimant.
child, to be able to, what he said to the trust, which we have on record, is that he went to give his child the natural remedy for a problem that he knows how to rectify, and his partner then went and filed a case against him that he had come and assaulted them when she got together
But what's
all
this
the
got?
rest.
I get this, but what's this got to do with 3035? And so you got to the point where you said that 3035 has got idea issues. Where she said that somebody needs to go and subrogate themselves. And you said
Yeah,
there's
but the
idea.
only thing is that the MONs inside don't want anyone to subrogate.
Right. So
They're
it's
very
30,
happy doing it on their own.
so 3035.
Absolutely.
It's
And
3035.
we have been, just
Can
one
I ask you
second.
a question?
So yeah, yeah. Carry on, carry on.
Is 3035 the only one who thinks that somebody else should go in there?
Exactly.
Right. So that's your beef that you've got with her.
That's the only, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So then, now I've had your side of it. We'll question.
Quite frank. Okay, let me clue you in on what she did before that. She said, okay, after we had our conversation that people would stand surety to themselves, and the trust would stand surety to them through their process of the debt discharge and stuff like that. And that we would not go there to stand with them, that they would stand surety to themselves, depending on the
Yeah,
lawful and
otherwise
legal
it's a
procedure.
pish. Otherwise it's a
Right.
pish. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So
So it's
she
a
went and spent 12 12,000 rupees, which is to 1,000, sorry, 120 euro, pounds, to go fly over to the destination where these MONs were being held hostage, met all the police and everything, and gave four papers of her own, which was not the trust, to be
Oh,
able to explain to them what they were doing wrong, which is exactly then going back to the schedule A, and then
you need to
saying,
drink of
oh, they're
water.
not accepting, any of this, which is when I told her that they would not accept any of what you're doing in any case, because you already tried it, and therefore I told you not to go there. That we already served it on paper, and that the MONs need to do is to rebut the presumption that's been made upon them, and that's it. That's all I said.
Okay, and so then what happened? Do you need a drink of water?
No, but
Oh,
the only thing is, sorry, after she did all of that, after she created four of her own papers with questions on them about legalese
you know.
that she served on them, which obviously was stopped from being served to the court. So those four pages were not served to the court,
Oh,
because the
that's
one
good
who
then.
was serving them got in touch with me, and we finally figured out what the fuck was happening, and that only the trust documents went to them, because 3035 went down there, spent 120 quid on a flight to get there, to be able to serve them not with the trust documents, but in addition to that, serve them also documents which were questions about their own system, which they did not accept, which she told me, to which I said, obviously they're not going to accept it.
Wasn't she's somebody's just you can't have somebody standing there saying I'm Minister of Ben, but I'm using your definitions. Not of
Yeah,
this
but
claim.
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I
Okay.
have
Well,
I have
what
the
we
video. I'm gonna send you the videos of.
no, don't bring send
I'm
me
gonna
the
send you
video.
the video.
No, don't send me the video, and I'll tell you why. Because all of this is stuffing my uh, email address up full, and it just needs to be played live like this and recorded, and and you can present your case because I think it's you that's making the claim against her.
I'm not. I'm not the one making the claim.
You-
I'm the one that has all the evidence to make sure that she doesn't have a fucking claim to make.
hmm. Okay, so let's say two people are making a claim. One claim is that she hasn't got a claim, and the other one is making a claim that there is something to claim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's have it like that then.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the moment,
And by the way, on today's meeting that we had, there was all the MONs that brought the evidence to hold the MOR, of which that was put on to YouTube on the first video, from which we stopped crediting 3035 and all the rest of them.
Right.
They were already there at the meeting today, and 3035 didn't show up along with all of her fucking minions.
I mean, it's one thing that she's not there, but
Yeah, but none of the others were there as well that I had sent them link to.
right. That says a lot then.
Mm-hmm. Meaning, I'm just listen. I'm just. I don't even know. Uh, I don't even know what to say anymore because we've already been through the whole process, already shown people what to do,
And
and yet,
even when they go and try to fuck themselves over, the universal law injunction steps in and stops them from doing it.
I get that part of it. I get it, but I don't think they get it.
Well, it's up to them whether they want to carry on fighting against it. If they're not going to see what they've been shown, then and try and carry on trying to substantiate that which is without substance.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
you
Exactly
can't.
why we did what we did today as well, so that I could get, the trust on the call while the rest joined on, and then the rest didn't join on. Exactly the same thing that happened
But listen to me, right?
when I
What I was going to say is that it's about we can't control how somebody else perceives and acts upon this either. And if they all, if their absence, all of their absence from the event speaks much more than this one or two of them would have done if they'd have just turned up. So there's obviously a situation where we've got a division,
Exactly.
and that's the problem.
Exactly. And people are
Well,
the only thing is the problem is that people are blaming me for the division.
yeah, but they could have come and said, those people who felt like that, who had got an email, they could have just come on whether she was there or not.
Yeah, but they won't do that because they're all,
Because
for
it's
some
Friday.
reason, just whatever,
We don't need
with the
we
mind.
don't need a Ministry of Remedy then, do we? We just need to invite people to a Ministry of Remedy and see who comes. That's the
Yeah,
only
but the only
thing.
thing, but then the only addition to that is that 010 says that, okay, the Ministry of Remedy that I held, that was held by the trust because of the evidence that was presented to the trust to be able to hold the Ministry of Remedy, was not valid till the time 010 was not there.
Why?
Exactly. Exactly what I'm trying to clarify, which is what exactly everyone else is trying to clarify. Because the
Oh, but
only
I'm claiming that things aren't valid unless I'm there. And what somebody's making a claim that I've made a claim now.
Yeah, but
I
that's
haven't.
exactly what that's exactly why I asked you to read the Facebook posts, because that's exactly what she said, that how is 1160 authorized to hold a Ministry of Remedy if 010 is not part of it.
Wow.
This is on Facebook.
I know, but I'm not on Facebook anymore, am I?
I'll send you all of it if you want. No
I can't
problem.
see it because I haven't got a Facebook account.
No. I'm not gonna send it to you on Facebook. I'm gonna
Look
send
what
it to you
you're doing.
on.
Look what you're doing. It's like somebody served you with some shit and they've completely occupied your mind with it. She's
Yeah, but
pissed.
the only thing, it's not that my mind is occupied with it. It's just that other people are getting unnecessarily swayed by what she's saying, which is completely lies.
Well, if anybody
That's
thinks that the Ministry of Remedy doesn't work because one of us isn't around, then this is the problem. In one way, it's worked very well because that kind of mindset has meant that they thought that by taking one of us out, that it would all collapse. But
exactly.
it doesn't work like that. But it doesn't matter. Do we really want to spell it all out like we just have over running around trying to acknowledge a claim that isn't valid, except by saying it isn't valid, but in doing so, you're validating an invalidated claim.
Which is
So
exactly
stop
what
it.
which is
Stop
exactly what I've tried
it.
to explain
And
to
I'll
her
say
as
the same
well.
thing to her. I'll say the same thing to her as well. And if this is this is the old regime's indoctrination of us. That what I can't understand is why somebody would take something that has been proven to work so well and not apply that and apply something else instead. Now, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say that she didn't feel confident enough in using the logos. But if those documents that everybody's got, and that we've gone through every single scenario already,
We
and
have.
all of the documents that could be ever needed for any of this construct, because we know what it is, we know what the template is to rebut it. So that's the problem. But the only problem that's stuck out of this at me, the highlight of it, is that 3035 doesn't seem to have the confidence to use the documents herself and put her trust in them, and that she needs to add to it, but at the same time has respected it enough to say, well, this is coming from me and not from ULCT, and so that's the saving grace, really.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Okay, when I did it, I said it came from ULCT and that I'm doing the same thing that ULCT is doing. It's as simple as that.
well, that's what when we pick up the title minister, then that's what we agree to how to use it.
Exactly. And she's gone completely off the whole fucking chart altogether.
Well, we'll have when she's had a time this weekend.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can see what it is that's going on in her head, because the remedy's not about penalising people or scoring points or winning or whatever, is it? It's about
Exactly.
remedying the situation so that it doesn't arise again. That's all, and that we can move on.
Again, no, my whole point is not to
I know.
freaking go and penalize them.
I don't
It's
think
just to say, what the fuck are you actually absolutely doing when when j- okay, let's just say someone created the trust and someone created it the way that was supposed to be carried out. Now you have agreed to the way that it's supposed to be carried out, and then you're still creating an impediment within the people's mind to be able to rape them of their rights to be able to come and get the actual remedy from us. That's the whole point. My point is just that. I have no other fucking point because and I'm sure you don't have any other point, because if we would have already done this, this system would already be fucking finished.
true.
I mean, that's the whole fucking point. I don't get why the fuck she's doing what she's doing, which is why I'm gonna fucking go and arrest her.
Right. So that might be what has to be done. But first of all, we need to hear her side of it, and then so now I've heard your side of it, and if there's anything,
Absolutely, which is why we had what we had today. Because otherwise, you would not be able to join the meeting, because every time I send it to them beforehand, they make sure that you can't join the meeting.
yeah, something's happening. We can't
I
prove.
mean, come on, it's so fucking obvious. It's not even a fucking joke. Come on, we can't even have a conversation while being on cellular network.
I know, but I'm not blaming 3035 for that.
I did.
But I
Okay.
do
Okay.
believe.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying it's not as far-fetched as what you're thinking as of right now.
I didn't tell me what I think as well.
Exactly. Exactly. Because they're not willing to come to be able to substantiate the fucking claims that they have made, which I know are false claims.
So,
I know that. I just need for everyone because she wants 010 to be on a fucking call to be able to mitigate the whole fucking deal, even though 010 is not here to be able to do that.
the mind of 010 is all set out on some documents that anybody can edit at any time.
I'm just saying that you're not that 010 is not here. There is 1160 that is here to be able to well get all the assignments of consent. I don't want to manage anyone, okay? Frankly, I don't want to manage anyone because if I can manage myself, that's more than enough. Thank you very much. And so is the same with you. And so is the same with everyone else. If they want to come in and then make a false claim upon me to be able to then say, okay, we would not have a MOR if 010 is not in there, then the what
I've given you that.
it becomes so different. It becomes close to impossible when they then say that 010 is responsible for the whole thing.
It also is very incriminating.
Exactly what I'm saying, that you're responsible for the whole thing, which is what she's saying. Because she does not intend to well, let me be a side. She intends to for for no for no valid reason usurp what you have done. I mean, that is what I think of it because that's the only thing that I can think of as to why she didn't fucking turn up on the Zoom call today and why our previous Zoom call didn't happen. I mean, I mean, and then fucking 26 calls. Are you joking? We've had 26 calls, love.
I know. Obviously, sometimes I think that you're
I mean, these people are fucking control opposition to the next extent. And I don't want to say that. Why I don't want to say that is because I don't want to be the one to fucking say it. And that's the only
but
thing. Because I don't want to put myself in that position.
you just did.
I know, but I have no fucking choice.
What the fuck?
Why? Because these people. Listen, I want to finish this off as soon as possible, and I want to finish it off as correctly as possible.
Right.
Okay, and that's me. That's just me.
Okay, that's fine. I get that.
Yeah, and these guys are coming in the
Even
fucking
though, right,
way
look,
of
look,
of
look.
us,
Just
us
let me
fucking finishing it off.
look, and
Uh,
look at what they're doing, right? So they've put you on here now, saying that you don't want to do the things that you're saying and the things that you're doing, and
yeah.
so don't become right in the middle of this. Don't let it come. That's not the thing that are occupying you. They pissed you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I put it off, because I'm not being pissed by somebody else's fish. I know
I'm
what they're
not
doing.
being pissed. Okay.
You are.
Okay, listen. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You're being.
I'm with no.
They
Listen.
pissed you.
Okay. You need to listen to me now.
You need to listen a minute. Wait a minute. Let me finish what I was
Okay.
going to
Okay.
say.
Okay. I'm going to
Only,
listen to you.
only, any military remedy that was asked for has only been responded to by me to you. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
So just put that in your box then. It doesn't matter what anybody else says or my anything that they might think that you might think. I'm sorry. Anything that you might think that they can do to usurp the trust that I have with you.
Oh
They
no.
right. So then for me, it doesn't matter what they do. Do you get that? Doesn't matter to me what they do because I know that they can't touch that. So who and what and how could they usurp, or how could there ever be a presumption or a supposition that such a thing could ever happen? It just simply can't. So in one way, she is right that a Ministry of Remedy couldn't be implemented by somebody if I wasn't there. And that's her presumption. It gone off. Yeah. Hello? Are you there? Man, lackers. Unbelievable. Are you there?